Good morning, everyone. How are you all? Hope you are doing well. So, before starting today's lecture, I would like to congratulate to you and your parents as well for actively participating in doing exercise number 1 of chapter 1. You all have sent me your homework also. I have given you wonderful remarks over that. I hope you will continue with the same, right? So, children, our today's topic is numbers beyond 99, which is your exercise number 2 in chapter number 1, right? Numbers beyond 99 means what comes after 99. You have learnt till 99. You have learnt about 2-digit numbers in class 1. But do you know 99 is the greatest 2-digit number. It is the greatest one. So if I will add 1 over here, I will get 100. If I will add 1 in 99, what I will get? I will get 100. So as you can see, this 100 is having 3 digits. How many digits? 3 digits. 1, 2, 3. Right? So this is a 3-digit number. And 100 is the smallest 3-digit numbers. 100 is the smallest 3-digit number, right? So we are going to learn more about 3-digit numbers that I'll tell you. I'll give you an example also. You all watch Cartoon Networks nowadays. You all keeping scrolling your channels for watching more of the cartoons, right? So have you ever noticed the channel number of your favorite Cartoon Network? I'll tell you. Suppose 451. Suppose this 451. There is a channel named Pogo. I'm not sure if it is Pogo or Cartoon Network. As per your dish, it can be a different cartoon channel also. So in my Airtel dish, Pogo channel is on 451. So how do I read it? Should I read it like 451? No. First of all, I need to configure it out that how many digits this channel number is having. This channel number is having 3 digits. 1, 2, 3. But in class 1, we have learnt about only 2 digits, right? And the 2 digits having ones and tens. So we need to learn about the another place, right? So in this chapter, we will be learning about 3-digit numbers, how to read them, how to write them, how to draw on abacus, how to write the number name, how to write the number in numeral form also, right? So let's start with this Pogo channel only. So this is 451. We will not read it as 451. Firstly, we will figure out it, how to read it. So I'm going to start it as place value. This is example 451. How to read it? You tell me how many places are there in 2 digits number. 2 places are there. One is ones, another is tens. But since it is a 3-digit number, so we need to create one more place, and that place would be hundreds. So it is clear that in 3-digit numbers there are 3 places. Starting from right, it is ones, tens, hundreds. Now our number is 451. So let's start with the right value first. So 1 we will be keeping under ones. Then next value we will be keeping under tens. The next value we will be keeping under 4, right? Now try to read it. 4 hundreds, 4 hundreds, 5 tens, 1 ones. See. One ones, 5 tens, and 4 hundreds, 4 hundreds, right? So 4 hundreds means you can write it in this value also, 4 hundreds. It can be written as 400. I told you in previous class also, if you are not able to learn this, you can learn like this, 4, right? And how many digits are left after 4? 2. So I have kept here 2 zeros. Next is 5 tens, 5 into 10. Now 50. How do I write it? 5 I have written as it is. Now how many digits are left after 5? 1. So I have written here 50. And ones. There is no digit, so I am keeping it here only 1. How to read it now? 451. 451. Okay, so this was the place value. How to keep, what are the place value, or how many places are there in 3-digit numbers, how to read the place values. Okay, now second we will be learning about how to continue it with the forward counting. So I told you that the smallest 3-digit number is 100. Okay, so if I will add 100 plus 1, it will become 101. 100 plus 2, it will become 102. 103, 104, 105. You all have done this in your previous class and in the recapitulation classes also, the forward counting. Okay, so in this way you can keep counting till 999. Yes. Okay, similarly if I write here 100, 100 plus 10. Okay, when you will start counting, you will just memorize all the counting you have done in your previous class. Now number names. Suppose you want to write your favorite channel number in words. So this channel is 451. So how would you write? 4. Make sure the first letter of the first word is capital. 451. Right? And students, you might be aware of abacus also. Abacus we used to calculate basic maths. Fine. So here, since we are learning 3-digit numbers, so our abacus is going to have how many rods? 3 rods. How many rods? 3 rods. The first rod, the right side, we always start placing values from the right side only. So the first rod called as ones, the second rod called as tens, and the third rod is called as 100. Okay, so now what is the figure? What is the number? It is 451, 451. 154. How many ones are there? 1. So we will draw one bead over there. How many tens are there? 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many hundreds are there? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 451. Abacus is also a perfect way to learn forward counting as well. If you are not able to learn the counting, I'll show you the example on the next page. Just wait for a minute. Alright children, I have drawn an abacus over here. It is about 3-digit numbers. Can you identify that which number actually it represents? I'll tell you how to do it. So first of all, we'll start from tens. We'll start from ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will count all the circles over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many ones are there? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many tens are there? 4. How many hundreds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Fine. Now read it. 600. 4 tens. 4 tens makes 40. 4 tens makes 40. 46. 646. Okay. If you want to find out what comes after 646, just add a digit over here. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. It is 7. So 647. We always add one value in ones to get the next value. I hope you understand it well, and you will be continuing doing practice of it. After just a minute, I'm going to show you the exercise of the book. One example will be shown over there, and rest you have to complete by yourself. Children, can you see this? This is a maths notebook. Okay, so today we will be learning about how to do work in maths notebook as well, as I've seen many of you have done it very wrongly. So in your notebooks there is a column date, so you need to write out date over here first. Like today is 22nd May, so I'm writing 22nd May 20. Always remember to write down the page number. Then in the left side you need to write down the day. So today is Friday. Write it in a very neat and clean manner, and in the middle of this middle of the page you need to mention the exercise. Then there is a margin line. Here you need to write down the number, and like this very neatly you need to write down the statement. Okay, so in exercise number 2, the statement says write the missing numbers. Some numbers have been given to you. You need to find out the missing numbers. So it is just a forward counting. You might have done in class 1. So just start reading it. This is 101. So the next would be, what comes after 101? 102. What comes after 102? 103. So in this way you need to complete this question number 1. Question number 2 says write the missing numbers. Again it is how to read it: ones, tens, 100. So 671. And what will be the next number? 672. What comes after 672? 673. This you need to practice by yourself. Let me show you the exercise number 3. This says write the number shown on each abacus. I have drawn only one just for your convenience, and the rest has been given in the book. You have to do by yourself. Now see, in here one abacus is given with 3 place values. You need to write down the number as per the abacus. So this is the ones value, this is the tens value, this is the hundreds value. So how many ones are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will write here 4. How many tens are there? 2. How many hundreds are there? 1. So what is this number? 124. In this way you need to complete your exercise number 3. Alright, now we are going to have exercise number 4, and it is asking you write in hundreds, tens and ones. It's very easy. 3-digit number is given to you. Just put ones, tens and hundreds and count it. How many hundreds are there? 1. So we will write 100. How many tens are there? 3. So we'll write 3 tens. How many ones are there? 6. So we'll write 6 ones. One more example. How many hundreds are there? 2. How many tens are there? 8. And how many ones are there? 0. Okay. So rest examples you have to do by yourself. Next comes your exercise number 5, where you need to write down the name of the number given in your books. So the number is 199. How to read it? This is ones. This is tens. This is 100. So 100. O-N-E 100. H-U-N-D-R-E-D 100. And 9, 10 makes 90 and 9. 199. Okay. Now comes your question number 2 of the same exercise. Write the number. It says 856. 856. How to read it? 856. Right? So, in our rough work, we will try to find out how to write down 856. Ones, tens and 100. So 800. So I will put 8 under 100, 50. It means there are 5 tens and 6. We got the number. We will write over here 856. Children, I have done this rough work just to show you how to do it. You need not to do rough work in your fair notebook. Okay. Next comes your exercise 6. What comes just before? What comes before 341? What comes before 517? So this is the backward counting. So what comes just before 341? 340. And what comes before 517? 516. We'll just deduct 1. What comes between 237 and 239? It is 238. So rest you have to do by yourself. What comes just after? Forward counting. What comes after 630? 631. What comes after 479? 480. Okay. So in this way we have covered the exercise number 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 of chapter number 1. It is very easy. You need to understand how to read three-digit numbers, and make sure you will read all your favorite cartoon channels the way I have taught you, right? Not 451, it is 451. It is not 450 and 1, because we never use and. It is 451. Fine. So what is your homework? You need to do all the exercise in your books. Okay. Good luck.